Hey, everybody. Thank you and welcome to Be Educated in Your Health. We're just we started a little bit late here with the live stream. So we want to just give some people just a minute or two to come on to the live stream. So just hang on there with us. While we're having this time, let me introduce and let you know that next Thursday, we've got the Thursdays lined up here, the first two Thursdays of every month. We're going to be having some testimonials, some other health professionals are going to come on and share about these great products that we have. And we're going to be sharing about, all of them, from the hair care to the skin care to the pet products and so forth, so all inclusive here. So just know that while you're coming on right now, as we're coming on a little bit late, you can still get it out to other people. Remind them they can come on through LiveStream, beeducatedinyourhealth.com, beeducatedinyourhealth.com. By the way, you can go to beeducatedinyourhealth.com/videos to see all the archived and some great things. We had Dr. Huey on now for several weeks where he shared about how our products help to prevent and to then provide help in recovering from COVID. It gives you basic scientific studies and so forth that show just that. And so, go to there again. Let me say it's beeducatedinyourhealth.com/videos to see the others. Okay. I'm sorry. My wife just corrected me and said it's not videos, it's not plural, it's video. All right, there you go. So with having said that, again, today is one of those nights where we had testimonies. We've had Nancy Gray on, we had, of course, Luke Bernard on, and tonight we have Lisa McKendry on. And Lisa, what I'm going to do is just let you, we might have some questions for you at the end, but go ahead and give us your background and let us, and also just, of course, tell your story. And as you have done many times, but if you don't mind giving everybody a little bit about yourself, your background, and tell your story for everybody.
Hi, everybody. My name is Lisa McKendry. I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, and I also have PTSD from a violent attack where I had a traumatic brain injury. And that just over the years between both things, I was on many different medications. And I wasn't doing so well on them. MS it's a difficult illness, and the medication they give you, the pharmaceuticals, really are hard on your body. I was injecting 3 times a week, interferon, and I was probably on 6 or 7 different pharmaceuticals for the pain and the side effects of all the other medication. And a neighbor had told me about Protandim, and I figured, I'd go, I'd just listen. And I did, and I thought I looked some stuff up and on PubMed, and I found out that a lot of the companies, the pharmaceutical companies, were also looking into Nerf2 for MS. So I thought I would try it. It was natural. It wasn't, the pharmaceuticals weren't curing anything, and they really weren't helping me. So I kind of did a little science experiment, and I did all my 3 MRIs that I had to do every year on a specific day in August. And the next day I started taking Protandim. And I thought, if it just did one thing, if it helped the fatigue or the pain or the brain fog or one aspect of my MS, that it would be a good thing. And there's somebody actually took a video of me at a LifeVantage meeting. And I look at it every once in a while. because it's from 2011. And I could see my swollen face and my speech was altered. And at that meeting, I think I had been maybe 8 or 9 weeks in to taking, and this was just the NRF2, the original Protandim, because that's the only product that was there at the time. And I was already able to come off of some of my pain medication and some of the anti-inflammatory medication. And over the next year, I was able to wean off everything. And I totally came off all my pharmaceuticals. And I had my scans every year from 2011 to 2019. And since I have been on Protandim, I have never gotten another lesion anywhere from my brain through the 3 parts of my back. My MS is maintained. It's non-existent. And I think the product is amazing. I followed a lot of the research from Biogen and other pharmaceuticals who were trying to do what Protandim does, and Protandim beat them in head-to-head studies. I go to the MS Center at USF in Tampa, and the head of neurology said, I'm following you. Do what you're doing. It's working for you. And he's fine with me and my Protandim. I also went to the Mayo Clinic in Jacksonville, which is world renowned for their MS. So their head of neurology went through their entire protocol. This was about, I think, in 2016. And she told me to keep taking Protandim and live my life. And I've since started taking the NRF1 and the NAD. And I don't even claim MS anymore. Honestly, I say I was diagnosed with it. I don't say I have it because I don't even think about it anymore. And I have followed for years other people who I met at different places, and there really hasn't been anybody that I met that took Protandim that it didn't help something, whether it didn't help everything, but it helped something. And it's just I also have a major syndrome, and and Daniel didn't even know this, but I was diagnosed with this, and I just did the whole protocol for all of the doctors that I had to go to for that, and I have a clean bill of health on everything. And I'm 58 years old. I never went through menopause. Don't have gray hair. I had COVID. They said I had COVID, and I never had one symptom. So I just believe in the product. I believe that it does clean out our cells. I believe that it does everything that it states that it does. And it changed my life. And my 85-year-old father has been on it since 2011 as well. And he's doing great.
Wow,
So,
that's fantastic. And now I do have to say, we are a publicly traded company. And so we have to just say, and we're an all natural product. We can't say that we can heal,
right.
Mitigate, or prevent any disease. However, one of the studies out of the 30 studies you can see on the National Institute of Health, which is called pubmed.gov. You can go there and actually see the study that Lisa is referring to. And that is, actually, this is published by the International Committee for Multiple Sclerosis. And there it talks about the study of NRF2 products and foods, like broccoli is an NRF2, which is basically, it's a pathway within our cells where then the 5 herbs that make up Protandim have access then into that pathway to the cell and turns on your antioxidant enzymes. And we're going to show a video about that in just a second, but it turns them on. They're stopped. They have either stopped and are, or not, just not working, or have slowed down tremendously. And that's why they call them free radicals, because they're with this stoppage of our antioxidant enzymes, which take out and eliminate the free radicals at a great rate. They are free to do the relentless daily damage on our cells. And over a period of time, it ends up being things like, as you've already heard in the past, if you've been on a previous program, as it was with Nancy Gray, her fibromyalgia, with Lisa, here we're talking about multiple sclerosis, which is a big deal. Now, the study basically said that, in fact, by the way, this was done by their own consultant out of the Netherlands, at least the first study, and the consultant came back, and I'm just going to use my layman's language, but basically said, yes, BG12, which is now called Tecfidera, right?
Tecfidera.
Tecfidera is now called BG. I think they spent about $300 million on the study.
It was BG12 in testing.
And now they call it Tecfidera. So, and I believe about $300 million was spent on it. And then, of course, it does have side effects and so forth, because it is a pharmaceutical, and
it has I tried it, and it has horrible side effects. And I called Biogen, and I talked to the pharmacist at Biogen and said, I was taking Nerve2. My neurologist talked me into trying this, and I'm having these horrible side effects. And she said to me, she said, if you were my mom, I would tell you to go back to Protandim.
That's wonderful. Well, and so guys, and of course, now it's done by insurance and so forth, but I believe a monthly supply of that is about $5,000.
$5,000.
Yeah.
And
so
the co-payment was $250.
So check that out. So when people think, well, what is the value of a product like Protandim? Guys, I'm just going to tell you, it's $50 a month. Okay. What did the end of the study say? They said that the consultant, again, paid by Biogen, their own consultant paid by Biogen, said, that yes, at that time, BG12 seemed to be a good strategy for MS and so forth, seemed to have some results and that sort of thing. However, the best strategy is an all-natural product called Protandim. Right there in the study, guys. You can't, it's not me, it's there in the study. You can read it for yourselves. Really powerful thing. And again, so what is the value? Tecfidera is about $5,000, $4,800 a month. Ours is $50. What do you think? Think we got something special here? So absolutely. And as she mentioned, of course, with the three products combined, the NRF1 and the NAD, won't get in tonight what all three, but again, the synergistic effect of using all three of them even makes the effects of Protandim even more effective in regards to lowering oxidative stress. What we say, because it's just proven through the science, is that we lower oxidative stress by an average of 40%. And now with the three combined, it's been shown to do up to 78%. Can you imagine? Now, what's important about that is that oxidative stress is at the very core, the very center of why we disease, age, and die, related to several hundred diseases. So think about that. We're not dealing with the symptom then. We're dealing with the very core reason why we disease, age, and die. And we can lower that source by an average of 40%. Now we have it's patented 7 times, so no one can touch it. And so as you're thinking about, even from a business model, how that's such a great business model too, when you have something so unique, protected like that from a publicly traded company that has what they call peer-reviewed studies all behind it, that from people like Ohio State, LSU, Harvard Medical, University of Florida, so on. And so this is a powerful, powerful opportunity that we have here. And of course, many people, the main reason why you get involved in is from a customer standpoint is you don't have to be in a disease state, but Prevention is better than cure because it costs a whole lot less, right, Lisa? So, but so those are some more little facts there that I've been able to share with you guys in regard to her. So Lisa, what would you say for other people just in regard to these products and so forth? And especially, I think we can need to maybe even manage some expectations, because in a pharmaceutical world, it deals with the symptoms. So some people get relief more immediately. But this is not, just dealing with the symptom. It's dealing with the source.
What I have told people over the years is, first of all, it's not a pharmaceutical. It's not an antibiotic. You're not going to take it in 10 days. You're going to feel, a few antibiotics or pharmaceuticals that actually do something. But it's something to take for 90 days. Give it 90 days. Because I don't know anybody who actually takes 90 days for, but if you say, try this for 90 days, they can say, okay, I can do something for 3 months. And anybody that I have personally sold a bottle to or given a bottle to, because I'm not a good salesperson, so I tend to give them away, comes back and says, I can't believe I can stand up. It's been 3 weeks. My arthritis, teachers with arthritis in their fingers or older people. Before there was a pet product, I had a dog who they were going to amputate his leg because he had surgery and they couldn't get it to mend. I put him on it for 3 weeks and he was standing on his leg. And the vet was like, what did you give him? And I gave her the brochure. It's just try it. It's a natural product. It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to interact with any medication you're currently taking. And what I had said over the years is I am not telling anybody to go off any medication. That was a decision I made. And the medications I first went off were anti-inflammatory or pain, medications. And then when I made the decision to go off my disease modifier, it was really to see, because I had the belief in the product, because I saw the benefits of it. And I mean, it's $50 a month. And if $50 a month isn't going to break your budget, try it and just see the difference. Learn your body before you start taking it and see the difference, because it will make a difference. I don't know anybody it hasn't made a difference for.
Lisa, it's good. We're going to go ahead and share the video here in just a second. And because we're trying to keep it at around a half an hour for everybody. But I have a number of people that actually came back and said they didn't feel anything. And yet, after several months of being on the product, they went to their physician for their annual checkup, had their blood taken, and came back to me and said, again, they didn't feel anything, but they came back and their triglycerides were lowered 40 points. And he said, I'll never get off this product. Didn't feel anything, hadn't done anything different except take that crazy yellow pill. And so that was the difference maker, because the fact is that it's in the blood. So you have something else you want to share?
It does make a difference. And I just went to the doctor. Like I said, I have Lynch syndrome, which causes many cancers, which I don't have. And I just went for all my annuals again. And it's when you go to the doctor, especially at, being 58, and they say, what prescriptions do you take? And I say, I don't take any. They're like, excuse me? And I'm like, I don't take any. I take Protandim. And people, they're shocked.
Yeah.
They are just shocked that, no blood pressure medicine. I don't take anything. And everything is just fine.
Well, and again, we want to let people know that, we don't try to play doctor. We don't tell you, but she was just listening to her body, knew that she was starting to feel better, and began to wean herself off of her medications.
I stayed going to my doctor. So they knew what I was doing and they were monitoring me.
Yeah.
So,
and Nancy Gray and others have done the same thing. So thank you so much for being on. That's a powerful testimony. You guys, if you want others to see this, again, you're going to go to beeducatedinyourhealth.com/video, and you'll be able to watch this and share it with others later. Right now, we're going to go ahead and just share with you that that video that Lisa saw some years ago, and with a little bit of an update to it as well. And then we'll come back and wrap it up.
You want to get an edge on turning back the clock? It sounds too good to be true.
Free radicals are a natural result of your body's metabolic processes. Under normal circumstances, your body also produces antioxidants, which neutralize free radicals and limit the damage they can do to your cells. It's a bit like having a factory in your cells that produces enough antioxidants to keep the free radicals under control. But exposure to X-rays, ozone, cigarette smoke, inflammation, air pollution, industrial chemicals, and even exercise can overwhelm the body's natural responses to free radicals, allowing them to wreak havoc on your cells and your health. Over time, the damage to your cells and DNA turns off the power in the cell's factory, reducing our ability to create antioxidants and leaving us vulnerable to premature aging and health concerns. Fortunately, science has given us the ability to turn the power back on. One recent peer-reviewed study from Washington State University calls NRF2 activation one of the most extraordinary therapeutic and preventative breakthroughs in the history of medicine.
You want to get an edge on turning back the clock with just a few pills? Who doesn't? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility, a potential breakthrough. As I found out firsthand, there may be a way to erase years, at least inside my body. Granted, it's down the road, but some scientists are wondering if a new pill I took might offer a very long life. It may not look like the fountain of youth, but inside this nondescript building, I'm about to become part of an exciting experiment, a kind of guinea pig.
Dr. McCord, okay.
I'm here at the University of Colorado in Denver to meet Dr. Joe McCord, a world-renowned scientist.
This is pretty exciting stuff you're finding, huh?
It is. We're very excited about it.
His latest research could very well unravel the mystery of aging itself. And his decades of experiments may have the potential of adding years to people's lives and possibly prevent chronic diseases like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. It all centers around this small yellow pill, and for me, it begins with a blood test.
Can we scoop? Yeah, there we go.
It wouldn't be the first time I've given blood for this company.
Oxidative stress, like the rusting of an engine, is not a good thing.
Bad for the body.
Leading to disease.
Leading to disease and leading to malfunction, and importantly, leading to what we call aging. It is a slow progression of increasing oxidative stress. That's the main characteristic biochemically of the aging process.
It's called Protandim, and tests on both mice and humans have already shown that it revs up the manufacture of those good enzymes in our bodies. More enzymes, fewer free radicals to harm us. Normally, oxidative stress, measured by those T-bars, increases with age. But in Dr. McCord's tests, taking just one pill of Protandim a day reversed that trend for everyone at every age, even for an 80-year-old. But what about my progress? After nearly 2 weeks now, it's time to get my results. Dr. McCord calculates the numbers. The result? My level of oxidative stress has declined dramatically.
45%, that's excellent.
Just look at where I fall on the graph, before and after.
Which, if extrapolated back, is the level you would see in a newborn baby.
Have we turned back the clock? Well, maybe not on the outside, but deep inside within my cells. Yes, indeed. High oxidative stress is associated with more than aging. It's been linked to hundreds of illnesses.
It's at the very center of many diseases: liver disease, diabetes, emphysema, asthma. I've studied all of these: strokes, heart attacks.
Even mental disease.
Yes.
Depression?
Alzheimer's disease, depression. I don't want to wait until I'm 80 years old and find out that I should have taken it.
All right. Well, that's a pretty powerful video and just confirms everything that Lisa shared tonight. So we want to encourage you to, especially those of you distributors who have contacted those who are potentially looking at being a part of LifeVantage as way of a customer, get with them and share with them and help them to make their decision about what they need for themselves at this point. And want to encourage you again, you want to take this video and share it with others. You can go to beeducatedinyourhealth.com/video. Again, we thank you for the great testimony, Lisa. We want to be able to make sure everybody knows that we're an all-natural product. It's patented 7 times from the company LifeVantage, but we cannot say that we can cure, prevent, mitigate any disease. But you can just put the science together and understand what the value and the effectiveness of this product is, literally through the science in and of itself. So again, I want to thank you. Next Thursday, we're going to have Jenny Russick on, and she's a kinesiologist, and she's going to have, and she's also a founder of an autism community, and which she'll be sharing with you. So. And she'll be sharing a great autism story, how these products have helped her son, who is autistic. So it's going to be a great time next week as well. Again, Lisa, thank you for being on, and thank all of you for coming on today. Again, you can go and watch this and other videos at beeducatedinyourhealth.com/